Okay, am I on? Alright. Good afternoon. Hiya, guys. And hello, guys! Nathan Wallace baby in the house! This is Nathan Wallace baby in the house. And I'm back for the first time in 3 years. And now, giving you a preview of the most anticipated, the most celebrated, and the most stupendous 2 nights of WrestleMania in history. WrestleMania 38. Once and for all. And first off, I want to send my heartfelt prayers, thoughts to the men and women over in NATO bases in Europe and some international fighters that are fighting over in Ukraine and to preserve Ukraine's freedom fighting the Russians. Therefore, and now we will proceed to this weekend's card. NXT Stand and Deliver 2022. And I'm offering predictions for the following matches. Matchup predictions are brought to you by Chevrolet, the creators of the Dale Earnhardt Sr. number 3 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Chevrolet, the heartbeat of America. It's today's Chevrolet. LA Knight versus Gunther. LA Knight, FKA Eli Drake against Gunther, formerly known as Walter. I want your predictions on this one. Who will come out on top? And then, Imperium. Fabian Eichner. Marcel Bartel. Imperium versus the Creed Brothers versus MSK for the NXT World Tag Team titles. Who do you think will win in that one? Imperium, the Creed Brothers, or MSK? You decide. Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo in what will sure to be Ciampa's farewell match in NXT. Who do you think will win in that one? Tommaso Ciampa getting a win in his farewell match, or will Tony D'Angelo turn the page of history by shutting out Ciampa, and then unanimously ushering the 2.0 era. And then we got Mandy Rose, Cora Jade, Kaylee Ray of Scotland, and Io Shirai for the NXT World Women's Championship. Who do you think will win in that one? Is it Ravishing Mandy? Is it the young Cora Jade fulfilling her dream? Is it Kaylee Ray of Scotland? Or is it Io Shirai, the Wizard of the Sky? Carmelo Hayes defending the North American Championship in a ladder match against Cameron Grimes, Solo Sikoa, Grayson Waller, and Santos Escobar of Legado del Fantasma. Who do you think is going to win that ladder match, guys? I want predictions. Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, or Grayson Waller, Solo Sikoa, or Cameron Grimes to the moon. You decide. In the main event, in NXT Stand and Deliver, will be Dolph Ziggler defending the NXT World Heavyweight title versus former champion, the hybrid son of the Steiner brothers, Braun Breaker. Who do you think will come out in that one? Is it Dolph Ziggler retaining, or is it Braun Breaker reclaiming his rightful title? You decide. And we're getting ready to proceed on from there to WrestleMania 38, the two-day event, the most stupendous, the most anticipated, and the most celebrated WrestleMania in history. Heavily been talked about. Alright, in night one, kicking things off will be the Raw Women's title match. Becky Lynch, who had her hair cutted by Bianca Belair, she wants revenge, but Bianca Belair is determined and for redemption of her own for what Becky did to Bianca at SummerSlam last year. So, will Bianca get her redemption, finally get a win over Big Time Bex, and become the Raw Women's Champion finally? Or will Becky Lynch and be able to do everything it takes to retain her title? You decide. Yeah, I want to see some chats. And it is Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio, his son, against Miz and Logan and social media fighter, the one who went the distance with Floyd Money Mayweather, Logan Paul. I predict that going the distance for Logan Paul isn't going to get him through this time, because he and The Miz will finally meet their Alamo. They will not survive against the Mysterios, so I'm picking the Mysterios. And what do you think, guys? Is it the Mysterios, or is it Miz and Logan Paul? You decide. And then it is Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin in singles action has been undefeated since he reincarnated himself. But Drew McIntyre is fixing to make sure that his first WrestleMania as the reincarnated version of himself will be a living nightmare. As Drew McIntyre will not only avenge his supposed neck injury, which put him on the shelf for 15 days, but also he is looking to end his unbeaten run. He's going to slice that winning streak in half. So what do you think, guys? Is it Drew McIntyre coming out victorious, or is it Happy Corbin maintaining his undefeated streak? You decide. And we proceed on the SmackDown Tag Team title match. And it's the Usos, the champions, versus the number one contenders, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Midnight Rocking Southern Stallion himself, Rick Boogs. So, well, my guess is Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs are going to pull it off. They're going to be the new champions when it's all said and done. So what do you think, guys? Is it the Usos retaining the titles, or is it Nakamura and Boogs emerging as the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions? You decide. And another match added. The New Day against Sheamus and Ridge Holland, along with Butch. Sheamus with that shillelagh, Ridge Holland with that Billy Club, and Butch with that attitudinal demeanor. They're up against the New Day, one of the greatest tag teams in the modern times. And will the New Day have enough positivity to stave off the former heavyweight champion of the world, Sheamus, and his buddies, Ridge Holland and Butch? You decide. And then Seth freaking Rollins is officially in WrestleMania on the Saturday edition, on World Autism Day. Seth freaking Rollins will be against an opponent of Mr. McMahon's choosing. And who could it be? A lot of rumors, a lot of speculation, swirling day by day, hour by hour, and yes, minute by minute. And we don't know who that mystery opponent's going to be, but it's going to be shades of WrestleMania 12 when the Ultimate Warrior defeated Triple H in minutes. So, is it Seth Rollins winning, or is it the mystery opponent of Mr. McMahon crushing the Architect and crushing the Visionary? You decide. And we can't go, and we cannot go any further without having the Nathan's World Wiki version and say of all of this. And it is Deonna Purrazzo versus James Fancher for the WBC World Welterweight title. Chelsea Green against Anthony Aaron Slam Witherspoon for the WBC World Super Welterweight title. It is Jordan Grace versus Michael Spinks for the WBC World Light Heavyweight Championship. And 3 of Impact's representatives are going for World Boxing Council titles. So, is it the Impact representatives obtaining WBC titles to help increase their fan base, or will their opponents get the last laugh? You decide. And we proceed on from there to the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship match. One of 2 heavyweight title matches of the night. It is the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match. Also for the Impact Digital Media title, the AIW Intense and Absolute titles. It is Everett Creed versus the Triple Champion Matt Cardona. The one-man supremacy against the controversial deathmatch wrestler. I believe Everett Creed is going to pull it off. He's going to pull off the mighty upset. And when he does, we're going to have a new quadruple champion. Impact Wrestling will have a new digital media champion on its hands. AIW will have a new double champion in its midst. But also, the National Wrestling Alliance will see the emergence of the brand new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion in Everett Creed. The one-man supremacy. Yes, and drop a comment who will win this NWA World title tilt. Is it Cardona or is it Everett Creed? You decide. And we proceed on to the IWGP World Heavyweight title match. It is Japan's dream match. The Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada against Atsushi Onita of FMWE. There are some differences. Okada would... He is the best Japanese pro wrestler in modern times. First showing it by regaining his top pound-for-pound #1 slot at Wrestle Kingdom 16 when he regained the now upgraded title and becoming the undisputed champion by defeating Will Ospreay. And now he has a challenger. And now he has a challenger of a different kind from another Japanese organization, FMW. And his name is Onita. And this is nothing new to Okada. In the 50th anniversary of New Japan Pro Wrestling, he defeated... along with... Tanahashi defeated Yoshiaki Fujiwara. And Yoshiaki Fujiwara. So this is nothing new to him. And defending a New Japan title is also nothing new to Okada. Defended the IWGP title at WrestleMania 33. The Ultimate Thrill Ride featuring Global Force Wrestling. Before that, defending the IWGP title at WrestleMania 32, the Super 5 14 years in the making. Defending the IWGP World title at WrestleMania 34, the Impactful Awakening. And of course, defending the IWGP World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 35, Fire and Ice, when he defeated the bloody Undead Bride Su Yung. And so, ultimately, who do you have in this match? Is it Okada or is it Onita? You decide. And then, a matchup, which is a firestorm, which has been dubbed, the Oscar Firestorm Boiling Over. And you guessed it, it is Chris Rock versus Will Smith. And because of that slam, Chris Rock has disregarded the charges and has challenged Will Smith to a match at WrestleMania. Now, one of them is going to have to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And one of them will come out in the end. And let me know your comments, guys. I want predictions as to who will win this Oscar Firestorm tilt. Is it Chris Rock or is it Will Smith? You decide. And then, a match which will feature me, Nathan Wallace, as my match is the Highway to Hell against Alexandria Louise Mack, the ambient pred alien queen. Well, as that alien and travels around treacherous territory, travels in what she believes treacherous territory, while her species is reigning to an end. she's swerving around in her tank, hey, looking through her infrared lens, and with her alien eyes for her lost soldiers. I have prepared myself for the highest level of intensity. It's a 3-match series, guys. The Highway to Hell. The first, our monster trucks are going to look up bumper to bumper, grill to grill, as we control our sumo monster trucks in an explosive battle. The only way in a 100-foot diameter circle, the only way you win is to push, shove, bang your opponent outside of the 100-foot diameter doyo. That means all 4 wheels have got to go out in order to be declared the winner. Here's where the danger lies. There's going to be river and concrete below. Something can happen. Stage 2 will be the Hollywood Backlot Brawl, the second ever in WrestleMania since Goldust versus Roddy Piper. And there'll be all kinds of weapons. There'll be trash cans, there are garbage cans, there are bats, and there are catering, there are nunchucks, and billy clubs, and everything but the kitchen sink in that Hollywood backlot. And stage number 3, in the ring in AT&T Stadium. And me and the Pretty Alien Queen will have at it in a rest in peace match. No disqualifications, no countouts. There will be a decisive winner in the triangular combo match. And with a casket and bury alive. You must pin your opponent and then put him in the casket and then send him out to that graveyard to be buried alive. In order to be declared the winner. And then, as of last night, get this, hot off the press, get this, and I am putting in the stipulation, and the stipulation says, if I'm victorious in the match, and that Pretty Alien Queen loses, and turns back into human, then the Secret World of Alex Mack Complete Series DVD set will be on my birthday list this year. That means, if I win the Secret World of Alex Mack Complete Series DVD set, that will be one of the targets. It will be one of the birthday presents this year. So, what do you think? Is it I emerging victorious on the Highway to Hell, or is it the Pretty Alien Queen? You decide. And then the KO show, the most stupendous KO show in history. Kevin Owens will host Stone Cold Steve Austin. I have a feeling Kevin Owens has bitten off a lot more than he can chew. He has thrown fuel into the factional fire for many, many weeks. And I say it is time that Kevin Owens has got a taste of his own medicine. That's right, he's going to feel the stunner heard around the world. Not by Kevin Owens, but by Steve Austin himself. So, what do you think will happen in the KO show with Austin? You guys decide in the comments section. And then the main event of Saturday, Ronda Rousey challenging Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. Remember, Ronda Rousey will only have this one chance of defeating Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. She's been called a one-trick pony because of her submissions. And hopefully Ronda Rousey brushes up her submissions. And Rousey, just like Bret Hart last year at WrestleMania for the GFW Global title, has got to be better than she has ever been in her life to beat Charlotte Flair. So, what do you think will happen in the SmackDown title match? Is it Charlotte Flair retaining, or will Ronda Rousey win the title? You decide. And we getting ready to proceed on from there. Today, number 2, after the halftime show, first matchup will be the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The Beauty and the Queen, Queen Zelina and Carmella, facing the Boston Globe Connection, Sasha Banks and Naomi, the Team Liv Brutality, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, versus Hart and Spade. The Queen, Hart and Spade, Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Who do you think will win? Is it Beauty and the Queen retaining, or one of the 3 challenger teams winning the titles? You decide. Next, an anything goes match as Johnny Knoxville from Jackass Forever against Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn wants payback on Johnny Knoxville for costing him the Intercontinental title. But not if Johnny Knoxville, with a lot of pranks, have anything to say about it. So, who do you think will win? Is it Johnny Knoxville, or is it Sami Zayn? You decide. And then, it is NFL versus WWE. Lawrence Taylor, it is the vibe of Lawrence. It is Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. This has Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow vibes all over it. And Austin Theory has been running his mouth about McAfee. Pat McAfee, as you know, a former kicker and punter of the Indianapolis Colts. So Theory was jealous about then. Pushed McAfee to the point to assault Theory. He has to be escorted out by security. So, it is NFL versus WWE. McAfee versus Theory. Who do you think will win in that one? McAfee of the NFL or Austin Theory of WWE? You decide. And it is the triple threat tag team match for the Raw tag team titles. RK Bro, the champions, facing the Street Profits. It's Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford versus the Alpha Academy, Otis and Chad Gable. Well, it's a collision of the 3 teams, and I have to say, RK Bro is going to retain their belts against all the odds. And who do you think, guys? I'm leaving it up to you to decide who will emerge victorious in the Raw Tag Team Title Triple Threat match. Is it RK Bro? Is it the Street Profits, or is it Alpha Academy? You decide. And then, we're going to a mortifying, terraforming, judgmental, and PO dream match. It is Edge, the newly terraformed, mortifying, judgmental, and PO'd Edge, the self-professed benchmark, will face AJ Styles. If AJ Styles is showing up, I expect the Bullet Club version of AJ Styles will show up to take care of this new version of Edge once and for all. And who do you have in that one? Is it AJ Styles or is it the new Edge? You decide. And then the Battle of the Twin Titans. Battle of the Twin Towers. And the Clash of the Titans. The Battle of the Twin Towers. Is it? And it is. And it is the former heavyweight champion of the world, the almighty Bobby Lashley, against the 7-foot-tall interrogator Omos. And so, who do you think will win the Battle of the Bohemian Titans? Is it Omos or is it the almighty Bobby Lashley? You decide. Christian Gray versus Mark Hunt for the WBO Oriental Heavyweight title. And Anastasia Anastasiou versus Captain Marvel for the WBO Oriental Welterweight Championship. That's the additional matches we put in. And now we proceed on to the main event. The biggest WrestleMania match of all time. Winner take all. As they both look to settle the issue once and for all. As Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, is once again stepping back into the lion's den with the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Brock Lesnar. And you mean? And there's been a lot of mind games playing. A lot of mind games are played. And tomorrow night on SmackDown will be the final event to do so, because by the time WrestleMania Sunday rolls around, no mind games are going to be played. And because they're going to go all out. Universal Champion, WWE Champion, both colliding in WWE 2K22, 2K20, Battlegrounds, it's WWE 13, WWE 4, 2K14, 2K15, 2K17, and 2K18. Action Arcade Wrestling and Fire Pro Wrestling World will recognize the winner of this match as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And guys, let me know. Well, I gotta say, Brock Lesnar is gonna pull it off. He's gonna defeat Roman Reigns for the second time at WrestleMania. 4 years ago, he defeated Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 34, The Impactful Awakening. So, I'm picking Lesnar. And who do you pick, guys? Is it Roman Reigns or is it Brock Lesnar coming out as the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? You decide. And I say that's it for my final predictions. And I want to thank you for being a part of this stream. And because it's getting about time for the opening ceremonies and I do not want to be late. And on behalf of Weekly Wallace, Names Coliseum Video, Dream Hour Weekly, and Nathan's Room Entertainment Productions, and Nate's Room Entertainment Productions, Weekly Wallace, Names Coliseum Video,